Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Hot Tag Alive, our first ever live on the Hot Tag. Can you believe it?
Oh, this is amazing. Very excited. Two pro wrestling fans from each side of the globe getting together because it is Wrestlemania season and you have to go live when it comes to Wrestlemania season. So, with our little channel here, we just want to talk about everything about this 2-day bender before we go live and call the action. So, we're just giving it a bit of a test and trial.
Proving grounds right now that we can live stream on the pro wrestling side of things. Guys, if you're watching this in retrospect, we will be live. We will be commentating both nights of WrestleMania. Obviously, you're not going to see the matches here because WWE going to get you if you do that. And we don't want to be gotten by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So we will be doing commentary. We got all sorts of cool stuff that we have planned, so stick around for that. Come on back. Phil Woody UK is in the house. We got a couple viewers out there, so we know it's working. Anyways, I'm happy to see that. How do you like my tones? I got an extra light that's giving me a little bit of blue, and that matches with the WrestleMania theme, huh?
I do like it. I'll have a green screen when it comes to showtime, and I'll have I don't know, some sort of wrestling one. So I thought I'll go with my Powers of Pain t-shirt. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of like your t-shirt. It matches my background for some reason.
I know, right?
That's
I didn't even think about that before we came on. It's good stuff.
Not even sure what that's all about. But we are here. WrestleMania, 914 matches over 2 days. But
so many matches.
Probably to fire off. Are you excited for WrestleMania?
I'm okay. Even when the Mania is the worst ever, even when the Mania has had the worst build-up, and I don't think this year has been the worst build-up. I think they've done a pretty good job, but I'm always excited for Mania. Because at the end of the day, you just don't know. You just don't know. Is there going to be a tried and true WrestleMania moment? Are we going to witness something unravel? And that, for me, is the drug that keeps me coming back after 36 years probably of consistently watching pro wrestling. You just don't quite know.
That's right, because over here in Australia, and I'm sure it's the same for the rest of the world, we have our Australian rules football. And even if my teams aren't playing, I love grand final day. I'm sure if your teams aren't playing in the Super Bowl or the Stanley Cup, but you're a football or ice hockey fan, you still get up and about for the final. So, yes, am I thrilled with the WrestleMania main event? No, but it's leading up to WrestleMania, and it just gives me also a bit of nostalgic feeling. So if you haven't checked already, you saw I shared my story about going to WrestleMania, right, and that was something I was very excited about. So, yeah, WrestleMania weekend is almost here. We've still got SmackDown to go. NXT 7.0, which has just really bombed lately.
Yeah, not interested.
Hopefully they do something about it. I hate the color change.
I know. All of that. The NXT has been so all over the place. I don't even want to talk about it. So I do have some fancy graphics. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches so far for night 1, and 7 matches so far for night 2. Now, this doesn't include any special appearances. That's purely, those are the matches that we're going to get. So today I thought we would bounce right into things, and I don't know if anybody knows the exact order that these are occurring in. So I kind of just lined them up from, what I'm least excited to most excited to. So let's take a start right here. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Bel-Air. Honestly can't say that I've paid attention to one single second of the build-up for this match.
Do not care about it. Don't care. I'm happy to pass and move on. I'm not sure what they're doing with it. I'm sure they're trying to, they will let PC take over and Bianca Belair will win. She'll win. Yeah. She'll get her revenge when they did that squash at SummerSlam for Becky's return.
That's it. Okay, so let's move on to what I'm next least excited about, and that would probably be this. I mean, New Day versus Sheamus and friends. Have you been paying attention to this stuff at all?
No, I think you lost me. You lost me when they changed his name to Butch.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
Everyone loved the Bruiserweight. Everyone loved him, and he was awesome in NXT and everything like that. And it's like, oh, I understand that not everyone watches NXT or anything like that, but Pete Dunne had such a following, and then they
Yes,
brought him up. It's like, hey everyone, this is Butch.
I do like the fact that he cut his hair, but I do not like the gimmick. I just don't understand what they're trying to achieve with Sheamus and the boys. And to be honest, the New Day is just the same goddamn thing they've been for the last 10 years. I mean, they've been doing the same old thing.
Yeah, I don't mind the New Day. They can be entertaining and they put on some good matches, but I believe they work better as a trio.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%. And unfortunately, Big E not going to be at this year's WrestleMania due
No.
to that broken neck, I guess it was. Not great.
Yeah.
All right, moving along to another deadly dud, if you will.
Deadly
this
done.
this is just, I don't know what's going on. I feel terrible for Drew McIntyre. He headlines a WrestleMania where there's no audience, and now he's somewhere in the midfield, mid card with Happy Corbin.
And they wrestled on Raw.
And they just wrestled on. Like, why? What? This is the best we can do? I have liked Corbin in the past. I know people hate Baron Corbin. I have really liked his character. I liked it when he was down and out. I thought that was some of his best work. This guy is just annoying in a bad way to me. I don't like. Bring on Becky and Bianca. I don't. This is going to be worse.
Yeah. Just once again, it just seems fillers. It's like, oh, Drew. I think what they did was they booked some matches, and then after they booked a whole heap of WrestleMania matches, Drew McIntyre walked past, and they just went, "Oh,
Right.
oh, we forgot
about
something.
him. Forgot.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Oh,
Pack that in there.
Yeah.
Get that.
So
Get that
yeah,
brain
it
in
will
there.
be. This will be a good match. This will be a good match. But
Yeah.
the problem is, no one's really interested in it.
That's true. Here is where my interest starts to pick up because I'm a big fan of Boogamura. That's the name I've given them. Rick Boogs, Shinsuke Nakamura taking on the Usos. You know, I'm a sucker for Rick Boogs. I think he's one of the best newcomers that's rolled their way in over the last couple months. So that's why I'm looking forward to it. And my wife hates Shinsuke Nakamura with a passion. So I always like to see her suffer a little bit.
Yeah, it's well, that's always good when it happens. Yeah, Rick Boogs is just kind of come out of nowhere, and you've taken notice. Like, yeah, you're interesting. I get it. I love the way he's been going about it. He's got a bit of that old school feel. Shinsuke just seems, I don't know. Well, ever since 4 years ago, I saw him lose the WrestleMania main event after winning the Rumble. It's just been all downhill for him there, and now he's just thrown in a tag team match. This will be cool. 4 guys can bang, that is for sure. So it'll be really interesting. I'm a bit over the Usos, but at least I know they'll have a red hot crack.
They'll give a show. There's no doubt about it. All right, now another tag team match which the storyline I'm not so excited about, but I think there is potential in this tag team match. Another celebrity-driven match. We got Rey Mysterio and Dominic versus The Miz and Logan Paul. Yeah, I guess so. Now, let me tell you this. I love The Miz. I am a Miz fan. I'm not so much a Miz fan when he's used in these super gimmicky, bring a celebrity in type situations. The man can talk, right? He can give a promo. He can conduct himself. He can wrestle. He's got it all. So I am excited for, Miz versus Rey. Logan Paul, I don't know what the end game is with that other than views.
And that's all it is. This is a situation where The Miz is too good at what he does. So The Miz is fantastic. The guy can talk. The guy can wrestle. He just doesn't have that main event physique. So he's known as the Hollywood A-lister. He's been a reality TV star himself back in the day. Last year it was Bad Bunny. This year it's Logan Paul. And
Yeah.
I get it. It gives us hope. It gives us hope. Madness means we might be
Right.
we might
We're
take
next
on
up.
The Miz and someone else at next year's WrestleMania when we go. Oh, maybe we'll main event it for your 40th.
I love it. 40
In
years,
2 years'
main
time.
event. Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm just interested to see what Logan does in the ring.
let me say what I think needs to happen in this match. They need to kick off the demise of the father-son love fest. Okay? Ray and Dominic lose. Dominic is like, I am sick and tired of being in your shadow, Dad, even though Dominic is somehow a foot taller than Ray is. And Dominic starts to get pissed because you know damn well Ray isn't going to last forever, right? Ray has been actively wrestling for like 40 years. We got to see Dominic versus Ray. Give him a year to build it up. Let's put that at Mania next year. I would love to see that.
That could work. I would try and find the exact piece of memorabilia when Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero had that really weird feud
yes.
for Dominic's thing. And then Dominic should come with that bit of paper, the legal guardian papers, and rip them in half and say, I've had enough. You've been holding me back. You've always made it about you, Dad. And yeah, I'm my own man now. And then he should just come in and go bang.
Excellent. Okay, business is about to pick up. Now, you might not agree with me, but I can't help it. I am a mark for Charlotte Flair. I do not watch women's division matches, but I will watch Charlotte Flair because Charlotte Flair knows what she's doing. Ronda Rousey, on the other hand, in my opinion, not so much. This is for the strap. Unfortunately, I think Ronda is going to win this, but I'm always happy to see Charlotte.
Yeah, look, pass. Nah, I mean, Ronda's a novelty act. If they put the strap on her, it just really, anytime, I could go on and on and on. But anytime people feel that the women's division is climbing and is getting better, they just do shit like this. They just grab someone that hadn't been in the wrestling ring for 2 years, win the Rumble and win the title. So it's just like, cool, we don't care. And people out there, that say that they really, really love it. You're loving it for a different reason besides the wrestling, truth be told. Well, so look, I want to see some judo throws. I want to see some mixed martial arts moves that Ronda's done in the past and just see how this real heel Charlotte Flair deals with it. It can work. Am I excited about it? Nah.
I mean, let's say this. I would love Charlotte Flair to low blow Ronda Rousey. I think that needs to happen. That'd bring my spirits way up. Way up. Now,
no sell it. That's happened in the past.
My God.
Here we go.
Now we're talking. All right, there's 2 events left for the Saturday night. And I think it'll either be this one or the next one that is the main event. Now, they're now advertising this as the KO show. Kevin Owens has done an amazing job hyping this up on his own. He had the whole I come out looking like Stone Cold bit. He trolled everyone multiple times. His promos have been absolutely on point. But the question is there going to be any wrestling in this encounter? Is it just going to be a stunner, a drink of beer, and we're out? Or is there going to be a match?
Well, goddamn. Just throw me a couple of beers. Have some stunners and kick some ass. Look, 2 or 3 things that could go for him. Of course, they're not sure about Austin's body and how he can go. So he either comes in, gives a stunner, and depending on the reaction and everything, there could be a match night 2. So
Right.
This happens night one, and then they're like, Kevin Owens is losing it, screams and shouts and challenges Austin to a match. Because there was something in Austin's original promo, and he mentions about wrestling. He mentions about having a
Right.
fight or whatever, not the talk show. So I think there's a little bit of a slip up there. So I think maybe Kevin Owens gets stunned, beers poured on him. We'll have a beer or two as well when we're calling the action. And then they wrestle night two. Or the other option is let's see the reaction from the crowd, because lately when they've been bringing people back from the past, they've been getting shit on. Goldberg,
Mm-hmm.
that DX match in Saudi Arabia.
Right. Well, that's my
So,
question is, do you want to see Stone Cold in the ring?
yes, you do, because he hasn't oversaturated it, because he's more quality than quantity. He's just not coming back for the sake of coming back. I mean, you saw on Raw when Kevin Owens trolled everyone twice and the
Oh, so
glass
good.
hit. You popped, I popped, everyone popped. The crowd went absolutely bananas. So then option 3 is when the crowd does it. I think there could be a year-long build
Nice.
for next year's Mania.
That would be very interesting. Give a little time. I like that a lot. By the way, we've had up to 5 people with us in the chat here. Very good for our first ever live. Thank you all for joining us. We got Fox 8 Ball. We got Phil Woody UK. We had Top Roll King Productions in here for a minute as well. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you are enjoying the preview. I'm very excited. Anytime I get to see Stone Cold, it's a good time. I'm also very, very interested just to see what exactly they come up with. I hope it's not as simple as KO show, stunner, beers, we're out. That would be a bit disappointing.
It wouldn't, because yes, I think as we're wanting just that little bit more, because when you see this picture, that's exactly what's going to happen. So we kind of want a little bit more. But if that does happen, yeah, I'll still be happy.
Beautiful. Now, you may remember we did a preview show or a prediction show that predicted what was going to possibly happen, and this was one of our big ones. Now, we talked about Cody Rhodes. It's been rumored for the last 2-3 months that Cody Rhodes is coming to the WWE, and boy, I think we really hit on 2 things. 1, throw him into the main event, which was less likely. 2, throw him in with Seth, because Seth can go. The way this has played out has been really, really good. Seth has failed and failed and failed again. And lo and behold, Mr. McMahon gives Seth the opportunity of a lifetime. And McMahon said, Seth, you get your own WrestleMania main event. Those were the words that he used. So I believe this might be the main event of night 1. And who is the mystery man? I believe it's Cody Rhodes.
It is Cody Rhodes, and we absolutely nailed it. If you go back and watch How to Book Cody Rhodes, I believe one of our predictions was probably about 90% right. We said they would tease a breakup between or fake an injury with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. They did that a bit earlier, finding their own WrestleMania moments.
Yep.
And we predicted that Vince McMahon would be the one to give the match. Now I remember on my end saying that he would do it at WrestleMania and say, you wanted your WrestleMania dream match. Well, let me introduce you to your nightmare. And it's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. But it was we still predicted it was Seth. We still predicted Vince McMahon would give the match to it. And be ready for the strum guitar of Elias first up before Cody Rhodes comes out. That's another little slip-in prediction.
A little bit of a twister. Night 1. This is what I'm most excited for. I would be most excited for any Seth Rollins match, but due to the fact that we don't exactly know who it's going to be, but we highly believe it's going to be Cody, hot damn, that is exactly where I am at. Now,
it can't be anyone else.
It can't be. I've heard some other names thrown out there, but it's so unlikely. It's so unlikely. So a massive first night at WrestleMania. These are gonna be some long shows because I've also heard rumors that there was supposed to be an NWO reunion. There was supposed to be some other big like thing. You know how they always do vignettes in
Yeah.
between. Holy smokes, we got a lot to get through. I hope that Hogan and Nash still show up, and maybe Six X-Pac comes in and they do a little tribute to Scott Hall. That would be great.
Yeah.
I'd also like to see something from Triple H because he just announced he's going to be retiring.
Yeah.
Now, there's been lots of speculation as if he's even wants to be a part of the company or if he's out on his ass or whatever it is. I would love to see the game come out, surprise everybody. Not for a match, not for anything like that. Just let us know what's up, H. We want to know. We want to.
Just cut a promo because when that guitar strum hits and it's time to play the game.
Yes.
And he's
So
had
good.
some pretty awesome WrestleMania entrances. So I could sit there for 5 minutes, watch a Triple H entrance, and then he cuts a promo. And if he is genuinely giving up his in-ring work, then just, does the old thanks, everyone, crotch chop.
Yep.
And if he wants to pedigree someone on the way out, I'm happy for a cameraman to cop the pedigree.
Just wanted to address a few things in the chat. We're up to 6 people here now, just coming in. We got Health Work coming on in. Welcome. Also, Thomas Miles is in here. It's giving you a little ready bang.
Little ready bang off the top rope, Thomas Miles. Fantastic. Everyone is coming in, which is good. We got a hey yo as well. A bit of Scott Hall action.
What do you think about this? Isn't Triple H a fat guy these days? I haven't seen him in a couple of years, obviously, since he had his heart problem. But last time I saw him, he was looking like he was in the best shape of his life.
Yeah, I'd be happy to be Triple H fat.
Yeah. I mean,
if someone said you're Triple H fat.
Yeah, he's certainly not as built and as big as he was like in the mid 2000s. But he's old man ripped now. He's doing. He was at least doing what he needs to do. Maybe that's why he's been off TV for so long, is because he got way out of shape and yada, yada, yada. But I do not know. I do not have any information on that.
Now, before we get into night 2, give me 2 or 3 things if you can. So we've just live called the first day of WrestleMania. We've had a bit of fun, a bit of banter. We've enjoyed it. What would be some things for you to sit back and go, night 1 was awesome?
Something that is last minute. Something that, if they just go through and every single one of these matches is just exactly what we expect it to be, we need somebody else. We need some interferences. We need some shenanigans. We need a last minute stipulation change at the very least. Give me something because I'll tell you what, I'm not remembering Becky and Bianca the day after. I'm not remembering anything about Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin. It's not gonna happen. WWE needs to do some things to, grab me by the balls and say, hey, this is WrestleMania. Pay attention, son.
That's right. And so probably from most likely to least likely things that I would love to happen. 1, I want to see a Stone Cold Stunner. That's going to help me. If you can hit me hence why I'm wearing a Powers of Pain t-shirt. If you can hit me right in those nostalgic feels, you have got me over. That's most likely going to happen. We're going to see a Stunner. Cody Rhodes is the person.
Yes.
He's going to wrestle Seth Rollins. That would make it pretty good. Now, where you come in and you're like, let's change something. Let's make it interesting.
Yeah.
So now I'm into the not really likely happen. 3 things. 1, I said it earlier. I'd love a Stone Cold Kevin Owens match the night before, the next night.
Yep.
Then, not only does Cody Rhodes get announced with the match with Seth Rollins, but the winner goes to night 2's main event.
Oh!
I want Vince McMahon to come out and say that not only do you get your WrestleMania moment, but the winner, because we called Cody 2 belts. We said that'd be amazing if we got Cody 2 belts. That would
Yes.
be amazing. I would love that. And
Oh,
then my
Lord.
least likely, I wouldn't pop as much, but it would just be cool to see Big E given a chair shot. I would just love so the New Day are losing, they're losing, and then suddenly Xavier Woods rolls out the ring and he's struggling and he looks around and then he grabs the trumpet and goes, dude, 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 and then out of nowhere, neck brace and all, one chair shot goes back and or comes with a dance or just dances at the top of the thing. That's in my not gonna happen. Cody Rhodes, winner, goes to the main event of WrestleMania, and then so there. If we had all of those, we wouldn't even need a night two. Night one would be awesome.
What do you think is the likelihood that McMahon comes to the ring? Seth is out there. McMahon comes to the ring, and he goes, "Cody Rhodes, you're hired."
Oh,
and how awful would it be? And amazing at the same time.
I was about to say awful, but I've got a feeling he would introduce Austin Theory out first.
That's probably true.
Even though he's got a match, but that would be interesting.
That would be interesting. Well, speaking of those matches,
we can save night one.
Let's go to night two. Now, night two, 7 matches, but that's not knowing what's going to go on at SmackDown. Maybe they're going to add something in there, some kind of shenanigans. Who knows? All right, let's take a look. There is some questionable issues going on with night 2 as well. And the biggest one is this, let's see, 4-way tag match in the women's division.
I just trying to go through. Okay, I didn't think I could name all 8, and even though one of them's Australian, but I can.
This took up a huge portion of Raw the other night, and I'm just like, God, not interested.
Probably the only thing I rate about this, I think the tag belts look okay. I think they're not too bad.
Yeah, I don't mind those at all. I think they're. I'm not so crazy about the little spikies coming off of them. Just keep it a circle. But
this match is just get everyone a payday.
Yes,
that's all that is. We've got nothing for you guys. So let's have a 47-woman tag team match for the straps.
Indeed. Okay, you want last minute? Hey, we need you guys to do something. This was just built up at Monday Night Raw out of nowhere, or was it SmackDown? I can't remember.
No, this was on Raw. I thought this match was going to happen 2 or 3 weeks ago when Bobby Lashley was all cleared.
Right.
But yeah, this was just like get Bobby Lashley on the card and we'll just shit on everything Omos has done. I love Bobby Lashley. I thought the Hurt Business with the 4 of them and MVP were great. It really saved the no crowd happening. They were brilliant, and it sucked that they split. I thought the Hurt Business was a faction, the first time in a long time that a faction could stay and have sustainability, and they were great. We're good to see Bobby Lashley in the ring. He's got his work cut out for him, as in to have a good match.
Right. What do you do? I mean, is this going to be a classic, old style thing, or are we going to see Bobby Lashley bust out the power moves? Can Bobby Lashley do a power, like a stalled suplex on Omos? Is that even possible?
It's going to be tried. If you got to do it, if you're going to try it somewhere, it is WrestleMania. I think that is the only spot they are rehearsing over and over again.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be, that'll be interesting. I'm at the very least, I'm like, all right, I'll put my eyes on it just because, big, huge dudes doing big, huge stuff.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right, so that one is probably going to be a very quick match. Also, probably a quick and probably weird match. The match you never thought you'd see at WrestleMania, Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Another
Yeah,
celebrity match, but I'm actually more interested in this than I am Logan Paul. That's probably because of my age.
correct. If you
Yeah.
everyone was a Jackass fan. If you're born in the mid 80s, that means Jackass came out in your early skateboarding teen phases, and everyone thought they could be a part of Jackass until you first got pushed over in a shopping trolley and realized, damn, this
That
really
hurts.
hurts. No, thank you. I'll just watch these guys. I love Johnny Knoxville. He's addicted to pain. He has withdrawals and gets into a bit of depression when Jackass movies aren't being made. I love the guy. Sami Zayn's brilliant. Yes. And if you look at it for what it is, I'm definitely keen on this one.
Yeah, I like Sammy. There's been times where I didn't like Sammy, but this current iteration of him doing very, very well. And Johnny Knoxville, to his credit, like he comes off like he doesn't come off like a celebrity, right? He comes off like he's him just at WrestleMania. So
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see what we see and if there's some major spots that they come
Yeah.
up with. That's what I'm
Glad you
looking
brought
forward
that
to
up,
here.
Madness. Yeah, you're Madness by name, but Johnny Knoxville will be Madness by nature. That's the one
Yes.
thing I'm wanting a high spot. You know, he's going to crash into something, or wouldn't be surprised if there's a run in from the Jackass crew because their movie came out not that long ago. But I know they weren't happy with Steve-O and Chris Pontius last time because they kept laughing
Right.
while
When
Umaga
Umaga was
smashing them.
destroying him.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm the same as you. Big spots, big time.
Love it. Moving on to a tag match. I'm really just not liking tag matches lately, but this one I'm okay with. These are probably my top 3 tag teams right now in WWE. We got the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus RK Bro. I just want to say one thing about this match. Thank you. Because Alpha Academy is probably my favorite heel tag team, maybe of all time. They're really growing on me.
Oh, well, Chad Gable always gets drawn the short straw, and he's just been able to have a crack and make it work. And yeah, not hearing Otis go, oh yeah,
Right.
you know, a lot of the times I quite enjoy it. I don't think he's a singles star, and they realize that. So I do like this. It's working. It's working,
Yes.
and I think because they've allowed time, people like you and I have just gone, oh, they've just thrown them together. Oh, okay, Alpha Academy. Oh, okay, this is cool.
That's his number one guy.
Yeah, it's been a very slow burn, but I'm the same as you. I think the one thing that really saves this and the one thing that makes it happen, which we think it's going to happen, is you'll see. I would like to see Matt Riddle turn on Randy Orton and Matt Riddle develop a dark side, but expect the RKO to happen.
Right. I do agree. We definitely need a split. This is another, these two guys, the split could start at Mania and they could do that for the entire year and we could have Riddle versus Orton next year. I don't think we will. I think that's more like a SummerSlam Survivor Series type of thing. Yeah.
But as much as I hate Randy Orton, he has now broken a record for this WrestleMania.
Oh.
He is the first wrestler ever to enter a WrestleMania holding all the belts.
Wow. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
The world, Intercontinental, the US, tag team, and I think like the main belts.
Wow, that's very impressive. And now, my one wish, I like this match, but here's my wish. Somehow, some way, figure out how to allow Otis to do the worm elbow drop. I just want to see it again. I just want to see it again. For some reason, like Gable says, it's time, Otis. Remember, Otis. Remember where you came from. And he worms and he gets the big hit. It doesn't, they don't need to win, but I just want to see that spot. That would be chef's kiss.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a fun matchup for what it is, but I think because we're all expecting the turn, I think a part of us all would be a bit annoyed if it doesn't happen. I hope Matt Riddle gets the turn.
Now, biggest match that I am not exactly interested in, shockingly, Edge versus AJ Styles. They've been building up this match for the last, several weeks, if not a couple months. Edge has become the heel. AJ, it seems to me like they are trying to push AJ back up into a face position, but a very competitive, possibly sending him towards the world title in the coming year. I think AJ wins this one, and I think that's the whole point, is getting AJ away from Omos, away from the mid card, and back up to the main event status that, he can perform at. He's done it before, he can do it again.
Nailed it. That's why he's called the Phenomenal One. Nailed it. AJ Styles. Yeah, it's great. Edge can work with anyone. He doesn't need to be in the title picture. Love Edge, especially when his entrance. I love his entrance.
Well, now he got a new one. He got a new entrance song now.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, I can't even look forward to that.
Yeah, I know. I still sometimes when I'm at the gym play Edge's old theme. But these two will go. These two will be great. The build-up's been okay. Edge can play a really sadistic heel, which we all know of, and we're just getting people to try and lock.
The other big question is, how far will Edge's cheeks sink in, and how large will his chin grow? Every single week he comes back on, I say, shockingly, how is your face getting even more and more and more long? That is the real question that comes up for me. So again, I think that Edge is not going to win this one. It'll be a good match. Both these guys can go. Edge, of course, came back a couple years ago, and AJ just needs that little push. And I think Edge is probably the one to give it to him. By the way, a few shout-outs here. We got Coach Ray the Terrible is in the house with a maximum bang. Thanks for being here. We got Spencer Doucette in the house. Phil
Some
Woody.
Superstars joining us.
Absolutely. Fox 8-Ball still in here. We got Healthwork sticking around. Thanks for being here, guys. I think we're up to 8 people at one point in time. Don't forget, we will be live streaming commentary for both nights of WrestleMania coming up. If you're in the United States time zones, that will be Saturday night and Sunday night. For me, at the Atlantic time zone, I believe things start at, well, let's see. It says right on there, WrestleMania Sunday starts at 8 Eastern, which means 9 o'clock for me. And some ungodly hour for you, I assume, Jake.
No, 9 o'clock for you. That's like a 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
Nice little morning start.
So it'll be during the day, Sunday and Monday for me, which is awesome.
Beautiful. So Edge, AJ, that's pretty much wrapped up. Now on to one of my most anticipated matches for WrestleMania 38. That's right, Pat Mcafee versus Austin Theory. Would you ever have thought this match was going to happen?
No, I didn't. I'm glad it wasn't Pat Mcafee versus Vince McMahon. Yes. I'm glad they're going to see, this is basically a trial match to see if Pat can go. He's done some phenomenal things on his podcast and some awesome things on the commentary at times. He's very eccentric and very over the top, which of course we love. And I'm a fan of what Austin Theory can do in the ring. So he's playing this baby character, sucking up to Vince McMahon, chosen gimmick really well. I would never have thought this match was going to happen. I'm not mad that it's happened because I know they're just looking to get more eyes on the big stage. But yeah, if you, like with some of these matches, if you come in with low expectations, you just might be entertained.
That's very much it. And that is how I look at all of wrestling more and more every single week. It helps. It really does. Now, on to what they are billing as the biggest match in WrestleMania history. None other than Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Now, I know, Jake, that you are super, super excited for this match. It's possibly your favorite match that you've ever thought of for WrestleMania. Is that accurate?
Well, I keep myself awake every night saying, please make it Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. It would be the best thing in the world. I got to see it live. I think this is the 9th time that they've done it. This is Roman Reigns' 6th WrestleMania main event, and he's really sucking the life out of me liking pro wrestling. I don't want this match. I don't want it. I'm sick of seeing it. 2 meatheads going at it, and I think we're at a stage here where I don't think we're happy at all if whoever wins. Of course, I want Brock Lesnar to win. His face work has been great. He can go on to face some other heels, but this is all about trying to make Roman Reigns. They're going to try and give Roman Reigns a bigger run than 80s Hulk Hogan. Do not be, because it's been like 500 days. Do not be surprised if they let Roman hold the title for 3 years or something.
He is fifth right now, or 4th maybe, below Pedro Morales, Hulk Hogan, I think Bruno, and Bob Backlund, maybe. So fifth place overall.
It's so dumb. They left their run a little bit late because they're trying to go head-to-head with the NBA. But, of course, LeBron can score points quicker than Roman can get days under his belt as champion. So they're really trying to make it, so once LeBron's the greatest scorer of all time, he's a flog as well. Then it's Roman's the greatest. He won't beat Bruno Sammartino. He went like 7 years.
Right.
But I don't think Roman's had a clean loss or a pin loss in like 3 years.
Yeah. It's been pretty terrible. It's been before COVID, that's for sure.
Yeah. So it's like, all right, mate, cool.
We get
whatever.
We get it. So, there are some things to look forward to. Okay, I'm gonna bring us back up on the screen here because we don't need to see their faces so much.
Sorry for killing the mood, everyone. Just the madness just knows how much this frustrates me, and I'm always in a good mood over here in Australia. I want to drop elbows on everyone, but the madness just tried to. I felt like I kept getting cut off in the middle of the ring, and now I'm coming in and giving madness the hot tag to bring us back up.
Well, here it is. We do have things to look forward to in this match. Number one, it's begging for a little shenanigan here or there, right? There's no better time than to insert something somewhere, and I think I know what it's going to be. I will give you my full prediction for this match. Yes. But the thing I really look forward to is the unification of the titles. I want a new belt. I need a new belt. And if all they do is like get rid of one and they're like, oh, by the way, this is the unified belt, I'm going to be so pissed. This is their opportunity to go back to like big gold and just something that's like a work of art instead of a toy, because that's all belts have been for the last 10 or 15 years are toys. Give me something iconic. You haven't done it in a very long time, WWE. Now, here's what I predict is going to happen in this match. And I don't think this is anything too genius, but I think it will set the pace for the next year in WWE. I think it's incredibly likely that one way or another, Roman Reigns wins this match. I think he will carry on and he will be the unified champion. But I think that after the match happens and Roman is telling everyone to acknowledge him, I think we're going to get a little bit, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. And The Rock is going to come out to confront Roman Reigns. We're going to have a stare down, and we will be heading towards Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania 39.
Look, I wouldn't be angry with that, but you mentioned Roman Reigns' name twice, and my dog yawned. He's had enough of Roman Reigns, and that's how much we're wrestling fans, because this guy is named after a wrestler. This is Zeus. Everyone watching Fox 8 knows Zeus. But yeah, look, that would be cool. But once again, like everyone that whinges and, all these other wrestling channels that whinge that we keep liking the Attitude Era or the Golden Era. Well, we've tried it your PC way. We've tried to push women's wrestling to be, equal and things like that. We've tried, to put you all in safe spaces, and it's just losing people. We want to watch like chaos, organized chaos. We want to watch chair shots, fire tables, and things like that. So if The Rock does, I'll try and bring my microphone closer. If The Rock does come out and gives us a bit of a, if you smell, I'll pop.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. But then I'm like, then I'll go back to being annoyed because I'm like, oh man. So Roman beats the Undertaker. Then he wins the biggest WrestleMania match of all time, and now gets the main event with The Rock, and he'll beat The Rock. Yeah, but if he comes out and does it, it'll be fun. We'll bounce up and down, and we'll be there. That'll be a good prediction. I'm predicting one solitary spear. I am predicting that Brock Lesnar will be paid very, very handsomely.
Yeah, to look not so great.
To get that spear or Superman punch over. Just one, because Brock Lesnar did, I think it was 5 F5s, including one through a table to beat Roman. So it's got to go one or two ways. It's one spear or 8 spears. Or Britney Spears. It's one of those three.
I go for Britney Spears.
Yeah.
So it's the main event. It is what it is. It'll be interesting to see how it all goes. We do have some interesting questions from the guys in the chat. Now,
thank you for joining us for our first live. Really, really down with it. This was a spur of a moment. So when we're a smaller channel, and don't worry, this channel is going to build. We really appreciate you hanging and banging with us.
Yes, absolutely 100%. Don't forget, we will be going live for commentary throughout the weekend. Fox 8-Ball says, are these dudes bigger than, say, Ultimate Warrior and Hogan back in the day? Like, size-wise? No.
No to all. No.
Yeah, no to all. I think, Brock Lesnar is obviously an enormous human compared to most humans, and so is Roman. But I think that both Hogan, we're talking Roman is probably 250-ish. Brock might be 275. Warrior was probably in that size range, but more shredded. Hogan was in his peak, probably 320, something like that. Like he was a
6'8",
thick dude.
320, 6'7", 380, 320. Not as big. Popularity, not even close. Hulk Hogan, made wrestling cool. Cartoons and
household name. If you don't know anything about wrestling, you still know Hulk Hogan.
That's right. That's the thing Hulk Hogan did. Yeah. Oh, you like that thing Hulk Hogan did? Yes.
And now you can say, oh, what about The Rock? At this point, The Rock is way more well known for being a Hollywood movie star than he is for being a professional wrestler.
That is right. It's going to be, look, WrestleMania will be good. A really annoying fact for me, which I hate. I'm a huge Honky Tonk Man, Mr. Perfect fan, Ravishing Rick Rude fan. What do all those guys have in common? They held the IC strap. Now, rubbish fact for you, Madness, which I'm sure you already knew. If the Intercontinental title is not defended on WrestleMania, it would have been 12 months since it was defended on TV.
So, like the last WrestleMania.
So, April. So, the whatever the pay-per-view was, that was the last time it was defended on TV. I can't think of pre-shows, but I'm talking about on the pay-per. What are they called now? Live spectacles?
Live, on a premium live event.
Premium live event, just like this channel. So, it was, and I was just like, pre-shows not included. That's just disgusting. The lineage of that title was unbelievable. And, of course, we won't see the US title defended either.
Well, that's the thing. They've actually had a bit of a build with, Damian Priest and Finn Balor. And they're just like, sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, unless that comes on at SmackDown, because we've still got SmackDown.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Tell us what's up. So, guys, what are your thoughts about WrestleMania? Are you going to be watching? We got 8 people in the chat right now. Also, real quick, I do have what I believe to be all of the Hall of Fame inductees. Big one. I'm sure you're excited about this. Queen Sharmell is going into the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, I think they're just getting to the stage now. It was a great idea at the start.
Yeah.
I think instead of just having a woman every year, because now it's falling into the legends category, it's falling into the warrior category and the celebrity category, they're now running out of people. Just have, okay, this year it's Trish Stratus. Okay, we might go next year without someone. And then Becky Lynch might have retired, and then they might say in 2024, it's Becky Lynch. Don't just have a woman. This is showing you just having a woman for the sake of having a woman. Just cool that PC shit down. Because I believe, WrestleMania are only, yes, all these celebrities bring in views, but a part of the reason they're doing it is that they can continue to put them in the Hall of Fame. I think Johnny Knoxville and Logan Paul make 1 or 2 appearances, and they'll be in the Hall of Fame. So, yeah, it served its purpose, but Booker T was the Hall of Fame king.
That's it. I
Booker.
agree. King Booker. Well, speaking of big men of pro wrestling, Vader, one of the biggest of all time. Of course, he passed away last year, but he will be going in as well. You sent me an interesting tweet the other day. Nikki Bella said she could not wait for Vader's Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah.
Really?
Awkward.
Really?
If Vader, wow, that will save WrestleMania. If Vader somehow comes on and goes, it's time, I'm a fat piece of shit, he will save it, yeah. But if Vader died, was it last year, Leon?
Year and a half ago.
Growing up, loved Vader. I was so excited when he came to the WWF, not understanding, he's a lot more overweight and can't move. I loved Vader in WCW. I was a huge fan of Vader.
Yes.
Definitely worth a Hall of Fame induction.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah, world champion. He's done so much. Look, he didn't have the run that we wanted in WWF, but yeah, Hall of Fame, not a problem for me.
And then, of course, the big name, I've left out the most recent, but a big name, The Undertaker, is going into the Hall of Fame, as, he should.
Yeah, so this solidifies that he'll never wrestle again. That's what they try and do with the Hall of Fame. You go into the Hall of Fame when you are done. So look for next year's to be headlined by Triple H. That'll be next year's main event Hall of Famer. I mean, The Undertaker speaks for itself.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see if they do anything with him at the event, at WrestleMania, like not a match, anything like that, but an appearance, give us the entrance, something like that.
I think you'll get the entrance because they usually bring out, they'll bring out most of the Hall of Fames, obviously people passing away, or they only bring out the Undertaker and say congrats, and then they put the Hall of Fame group on the big screen. But I think you'll get the Undertaker entrance.
I would love it. Now, the last and most recent entrance, I'm super excited about. Come on, the Steiner brothers. I never would have thought they would bring in the Steiner brothers, just because of the madness of Scott Steiner and, the whole situation. But this makes me very, very excited for the Hall of Fame. I'll watch the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah, well, this was purely brought in to get Rick Steiner into the Hall of Fame. This just shows, good on you, Zeus. He's just been a bit of a sook at the moment. This just is to get Rick Steiner in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, he didn't have a singles run in WWF, and he feuded with Chucky in WCW during
Great stuff.
Yeah, during that phase. So this is to get him in there. I can't see Scott Steiner himself getting introduced because he has gone on a massive, massive tirade. But it just shows Vince McMahon can forgive or maybe not forgive,
as
but he
long as
can
there's money
forget.
in it. Well, because for
Yeah,
me, I'm a huge action figure collector, right? A
yeah.
wrestling figure collector, and we have not had new Steiner Brothers figures in a long time. So I'm hoping that this opens the doors so we get Rick and Scott in their classic attire. If it was just exactly this attire, I would be thrilled. That would
Yeah.
be in freaking incredible.
I do love that, and I wouldn't be mad with a SummerSlam. No, I believe it's SummerSlam '93 attire or Survivor Series '93 attire, and they come out in the Michigan colors. Their college colors
Yeah.
in
That
the
would be
blue and
great.
yellow. Yeah, they were awesome. Loved the Steiner brothers. What move did I see the other day? They were Scott Steiner. They were wrestling Doom, and Scott Steiner, the mad bastard, did a fall away slam backflip.
Oh my god.
So for those that don't know, he's run, and I think Butcher Reed landed on him here, and he somehow does a backflip. I think doing a backflip in wrestling is the dumbest thing ever because it gives you no momentum. And I just think any sort of moonsault is a garbage. If someone does a moonsault on me, I'd just be like, yeah, cool, man.
Especially if you weigh like 250 pounds.
Yeah, it's just the way they land, it's always a glide. No one really hits it very flush. But yeah, just a dumb, useless. I've got these dumb, useless facts about wrestling that no one will ever need to know in life, but I just have them.
This is the most important part of wrestling, the reality.
Oh, we need more of that character. Yes, yeah.
I love it.
Actually, man,
This is ridiculous.
Actually, how can you sit there and say women's wrestling's terrible? You're such a sexist.
You're a misogynist.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We've had up to, I think, close to 10 people in the chat at one point in time. Glad you guys could join us. Don't forget, we will be live doing commentary for the entirety of WrestleMania weekend. We'll do Saturday, we will do Sunday as well, and it will be right here on the Hot Tag. Come on down, enjoy some, watch it on your screen, get some real commentary in your life.
Fun commentary, some interactive commentary.
Love it. 100%. Mr. Ward, I will see you and speak with you on Saturday evening, my time, Sunday morning, your time.
Cannot wait. Let's rock and roll.
All right, boys. Well, let's give it a little flexi-lexi on the way out. See you guys on Saturday.